Welcome, guys. This is lecture 1, Accounting Ecosystem. Prof. Ed here. All right, let's get into our learning gear. Some notebooks and pens or another device where you can type and take notes. All right, so we start. The overview of the lesson. We're going to go through the definition of accounting. And then after that, we'll talk about the process and flow of accounting information. And then the concept of accounting as a business language. After that, we take a look at the financial statements. Just taking a look, you need to know them. This is the real accounting, those financial statements. And we'll look at the relationship between the financial statements, and then we identify the users in the ecosystem now of accounting information, especially those financial statements. All right. After completing this lesson, you as a student, you should be able to describe the meaning of accounting, indicate the process and flow of accounting information, describe the meaning of accounting as a business language, distinguish the various types of financial statements and the relationships between these financial statements. And lastly, you identify the various groups of users of accounting information. All right, so Prof. Ed, tell us, what is accounting? All right, me from the back of my head, I will tell you that accounting is the systematic recording of business transactions in the books of accounts so that the true state of the business can be truly revealed. This definition, I memorized it in 1998 when I was doing my first ever accounting lesson with my teacher there, Miss Filippo, a stylish, over the top lady. And she was good in accounting, and I was her best student. We had quite a relationship, like as in teacher-student relationship. She was always using me as an example to the other students. Learn from Eddie, he's catching the concepts. So I memorized that definition, and it made sense in my head, and from that moment on I knew exactly what accounting is. The international recognized definition is accounting is the process of identifying, recording, and communicating economic information to users of the information to permit informed judgments and decision making. So it's all about economic or financial information here, and three things: identifying, recording, and communicating that, and helping in decision making. As you can see from the pictographs there, the three main activities: identification, those are the transactions. Like, if someone is buying something, that's a transaction. You identify, and now you record. Now, if they paid money for this service or that product, you record, and you classify and summarize, that transaction. And lastly, now you prepare the accounting reports. Those are the financial statements, and you communicate them, to the users of the financial information. And there is also the aspect of analyzing and interpreting now that information for users, because most users of accounting information or economic information, they don't understand the things. So they need now someone who analyzes and interprets for them. Like, there's software now which can analyze and interpret this, but people prefer, a person telling them, explaining the numbers there, So this blockchain job is always going to be there. Like, that's where you get a blockchain accountant now. They can interpret and, after analyzing the data, they can interpret and now, give sound advice on the direction of the company. So that job is going to be there. But all the other jobs, like for identification, recording, communication, that's automated now on the blockchain. Like, you will see when we reach the last chapter, computerized accounting. All right, so that's that. Next up, why accounting? Why do you need to know accounting? Why are you taking this course? All right, you are taking this course so that you understand some things about the accounting system. It helps you now to record and control business transactions, and it helps you to maintain accuracy in recording, because there's what is called auditing. Like it has to be clean and accurate and integral, the data that's put on accounting data. And you need the accounting so that you meet requirements of the law. You don't want your business to be closed because something, it's accounting covers all that. And it helps to present the financial statements to the owners of the business, and to present other financial reports and analysis, and to facilitate efficient allocation of resources. I'm sure those with an economics background, accounting is a little bit easier for you, because economics, it's about the resources, those scarce resources, how they are used to make products and services, to service an economy or a market, demand and supply. Anyway, let's stick to accounting. So we move to the process and flow of accounting information. It all starts with the business transaction. Once there's a transaction, it's activated, the accounting ecosystem, it's on. So that's where the information starts now, the inputs, those are the source documents now, invoice, the receipt book, this. And the process now, those are the things we just discussed now. You remember identifying, measuring, recording, and summarizing now those business transactions. And then the outputs from there now are the reports, analysis, and notes. This is clear. That's the process and flow of accounting information. Input, process, output. Like those in IT, these things. But remember, in accounting, same like in computers, in IT, garbage in, garbage out. So like if your inputs, it's wrong, it's bad, the outputs there are going to be terrible and not reliable, like that. So that's why very, very important, the inputs there, no errors. That's why people now prefer automated inputs, like, with the blockchain and all, you learn along the way. Accounting as a business language. Accounting deals with interpreting and communicating information about a company's past activities and forecasting future operations. So it's already a language, because those numbers, they tell you the business performed badly, or the business has been growing for the past 5 years. The accounting information will show you all this, and you can project the future now, like using the past records and the available capabilities and resources of the company to project future profitability and all that. So there are two main types of information, or two main branches of accounting. There's what is called managerial accounting. That one, it's a different course altogether, and it's a level 2 course. Like here we're in level 100, like level 1, where we have financial accounting. Level 200, that's now managerial accounting. That's a different course. We're not going to touch anything on managerial accounting here, only financial accounting. So these are the two branches of accounting, managerial and financial. So managerial, it's for internal purposes, planning, control, decision making, and it focuses on the budgets, variance analysis, and all that. And costing, cost accounting, it's also there. And then financial accounting, those are the financial statements now, like what we are learning here. This is for reporting the financial reports of, for reporting the financial results of a business operations. So, Prof, what are financial statements? Well, financial statements are a structured representation of the financial position and financial performance of a company or an entity. The objective is to provide information about the financial position, financial performance, and cash flows of an entity or a business that is useful to a wide range of users in making economic decisions. The financial statements, they also show the results of the management stewardship of the resources entrusted to it. You see, that's where the auditing comes in as well. Like, no one can steal money, even the management, as long as there is a proper accounting system in the company. All right, so financial statement, we'll start with the statement of financial position. It's also called the balance sheet. This one reports the net worth of the business at any given time. It contains the status of the business's assets, liabilities, and equities. We'll touch on those later on, but please take note. Assets, liabilities, and equities. Equities is like capital, like, so those three things. This information is detrimental for the determination of the solvency, liquidity, and future viability of a business as a continuing, enterprise. The statement of comprehensive income reports the financial performance for a given period. It summarizes the revenues and expenses. Revenues, that means cash coming in, like sales, and expenses, you have to pay bills, electric, water, this, rent, this office rent, all that, telephone bills, internet bills. So it's revenues and expenses over an accounting period. And then the statement of cash flow, it just looks at the movement of cash now over the period in a business. It contains the information on the inflows and outflows of cash from number one, operating activities, number two, investing activities, and lastly, financing activities. And then we have the statement of changes in equity. This one reflects all the changes in equity between the beginning and the end of the reporting period arising from transactions with owners in their capacity as owners and reflecting the increase or a decrease in the net assets in that period. For these, you don't need to worry too much about this one. This one later, like in later courses, level 300 or something. Right now, I want you to only focus on the statement of financial position, that is the balance sheet, and the statement of comprehensive income. Like that's the profit and loss. It's part of it, trading account and profit and loss account. Like those two. Even the cash flow, I don't want you get into it right now. Like, yes, there are many aspects there involved. So I just want you to focus on the statement of financial position and the statement of comprehensive income. Those are the things that will be coming in your final exam or mid-semester exam. Yes, I'm giving you tips already. All right, so the users of financial information, you can see from the organogram there. On the top, we have the users of financial statistics. Parties interested in financial statement analysis. Those are the data scientists. They analyze the data. They do their thing. And then remember, like managerial accounting and financial accounting, like there are two branches now of users of financial information. We have internal users. Those are the ones that use now that managerial accounting information, like cost analysis, variance, budgets. And then the external users now, like these are outside the company, like suppliers, customers, investors, this, like people are interested in the company, but not the management or employees. All right, so when we talk of the internal users, we are talking about owners of the company, shareholders. We're talking about management. We're talking about employees. And we are talking about those internal auditors now that verify and validate all accounting information within an organization. And then for external users or external parties, we have the bankers and lenders. If you want to get a loan from a bank, they want to see your statement of financial position, your profitability, this customers, suppliers, the government, you have to pay tax. Remember, you have to give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. And of course, the public, they might be interested. They also want to be investors now or something like, and eventually most companies, they want to do an IPO, initial public offering, like they start selling their shares to the public. So the public are an interested party. So in general, this is the accounting ecosystem. When you see the users and the process flow of accounting information from inputs, processes to outputs, that's the whole accounting ecosystem. All right, I'm sure you learned something today. That's the first lesson. Any questions you have, you contact me. I go through. Like right now, no practical, like because it's theory, what I'm teaching. So you just take notes and you prepare for the quiz because it's multiple choice. So you really need to know the things being highlighted here. All right, so a recap and further reading materials. We gave the definition of accounting, and now everyone is aware of the accounting ecosystem, what it's all about, the process and flow of accounting information, how accounting is the language of business, and a brief intro to the financial statements. And we are mostly going to focus on the statement of financial position and the statement of comprehensive income, and then the users of accounting financial information, or you can call it economic information. All right, everything I taught you guys, I taught direct from my head. I have been doing accounting and finance for a very, very long time. Like you can check my CV, my profile on my website there. Like I've been a finance director of companies. I've too much experience with these things, but now I'm doing blockchain accounting, pure automated. So I want to bring you along, guys. But first, I want you to learn these basics, very very important, and you get your certifications, very important. So most of the information I learned from Miss Filippo, my first accounting teacher, and may God bless her. And also like Frank Wood's Business Accounting. The latest edition is the 15th edition. Get that book. Get that book. Get that book. That's the key resource. And if you want to be passing the quizzes, the mid-semester exams, the assignments, you are using this book, you are in a good position. But you can use any other sources that you want. But I strongly recommend Frank Wood. All my material, this is the anchor source, the Frank Wood's Business Accounting. Further reading, you can go to accountingcoach.com, investopedia.com. Yeah, you can get some good explanations there. But me, normally I don't like online websites because it's not verified. Anyone can post anything online. But these ones, I liked what they were talking about there. It's very good. But I recommend you use Frank Woods. And also this site I gave here, guru99.com, best accounting books for beginners. You can go through the list and try to get some of the books there. They even have accounting for dummies, this, like you can get something there. They have nice books. All right, guys, so you need to complete your quiz and assignment to get a minted module certificate for this lesson, Accounting Ecosystems. That's the book I'm talking about, Frank Wood's Business Accounting. So you use this one for the whole diploma course. All right, so tutorials, quiz, and assignment. Upon request, after completing the chapter, you have to contact me. And tutorials are also upon request, and you can also request one-on-one sessions I do on MS Teams, Zoom, Jitsi app, even on WhatsApp. Like I do one-on-one live sessions. I'm on 1 gigabytes per second high-speed broadband internet. Don't worry, on my end, I do my part. And it's mandatory to do the quiz and assignment to get a minted certificate for the chapter. So do contact Prof Ed for those things. My email there, mundoed@gmail.com. My website, mundo.rakata.net. All right, guys. So up next, the next lesson is business and accounting. On this chapter, we'll just have a recap of the accounting ecosystem because it links now with business and accounting, and we go deep. We go deep into that. All right. So the closing notes are the same. My contact information is there, guys. So holla at Prof Ed, and we move together. We change the world together, to be a better place. And you understand the accounting, blockchain becomes easy for you. All right, guys, have a good one. See you in the next class. Goodbye.